Hi everyone, and welcome to our latest video, our latest mock test video. So if you can take a moment just to subscribe to the channel at the time, that really helps us out. Hopefully we can help keep providing content like this for you. So we're going to go to the end of the test centre road as normal. We're going to turn right at the end of the road. Remember, as always, keep your wheels nice and straight all the way to the end. We don't want to cut the corner or go onto the wrong side of the road to the end of the junction. So we're going to cut this in a second just to get going. There we go. So we're turning right. There's some to Coxmoor Road. So we're going to head up the hill towards the level crossing. When we get to the level crossing, we're going to go straight ahead. And then at the mini roundabout, again, we're going to go straight ahead. So up the hill towards the mini roundabout, straight on. This is often a reasonably busy mini roundabout, so do be careful. People don't always indicate. You can tell where they're going by the lane they're using, but there's always never trust anybody. So we're going to go up the hill and we're going to turn, eventually when we get there, we're going to turn right at the traffic lights. Now that's turning right onto a road called Newark Road. If you do want the full route to this, then hit us up in the comments below with your email or whatever. We can get that out to you, no problem. So we're just speeding this up. It's a bit of traffic on this route. This route was actually filmed by one of our learners. So they did this as part of their mock test in the preparation for their driving exam. So now we turn right, we're heading back down the hill. And we're going to take the next road on the left, which is called Searby Road. You're going to see it coming up. It's pretty sharp, so you want to be signalling about here. So you've got plenty of time to slow down and get a nice easy turn on here. Otherwise, a lot of people go really wide on that. What's the problem? So following it round, this is a bus route, so be aware of any parked cars on the left here. You might be going into the path of an oncoming bus. So always be careful of that. So we're going to go all the way down this road, and when we get to the end of the road, we're going to turn right. So when you get to the end, it's pretty tight. You can't see an awful lot, so do make sure that you take your time coming out the end of the road. Ensure you get into a position that will allow you to see both ways from the junction. End of the right here, or end of the road, so we're going to turn right. And this road is called Farndon Road. They're leaving Searby Road onto Farndon Road. Okay, so we're going to head down to the end of here. And eventually when we get to the end of the road, we're going to turn left. Now do be careful, there is a little service road on the left hand side as you're coming up to the past where that car is now. A little service road. Be careful not to indicate to about sort of here. Speed up a little bit to get you out of the junction. And we're turning left now onto a road called Kirkby Folly Road. So we're going to follow this up for a little bit of time. The examiners often like to pull up on the left hand side on this road, so there's a potential that happened on this route as well, and it was used for an actual test. So it turns to a 40 zone there, so now you can go a little bit quicker. And when we get to the traffic lights, we're going to turn right. Again, there is an entrance to the college we've just gone past, so be careful not to signal too early. Get your own right turn lane, and this is a right filter light, so always make sure you're aware of that. So this is called Emma Penny Way. And we're going to follow Emma Penny Way now for a little bit. And then when we get to the end of Emma Penny Way, we're going to turn left. And that's left of the traffic lights, following the road up the A38. It's actually called Kings Mill Road East, but locally we all call it's just the A38. So we're reaching the traffic lights now. Got a left turn only lane, which was going to turn left into. to go up the A38. Now this is towards the motorway, the M1 motorway. It's a fairly long road, so beware that there's a pedestrian crossing as you come up this road. So it's coming up now, so just be careful as you approach it. And then the road turns back into a 30 zone shortly. You'll see the signs. Again, we're gonna speed this up a little bit because there's not much going on. So it turns back into a 30 zone. Just put it up to the traffic lights. So do be aware. There we go. Look, do be aware of that speed sign. There's a school just to the side of the traffic lights on the left, so you do have to be careful. So as ever, watching out for merging cars. It's two lanes merging to one. So always remember that, you know, giving way, checking those mirrors. Don't be a hero. If someone's trying to overtake you, just let them. It doesn't matter to you. So we're going to keep continuing up the A38 for a while. Dual carriageway, national speed limit. And we're going to keep going straight ahead at the traffic lights. I mention again, if you get the opportunity, just to subscribe to the channel. That'd be wonderful. We're going to carry on all the way up the A38. And eventually we're going to leave the A38 on the left-hand slip road towards the designer outlets, which most of you will possibly know about if you're watching this video and you live in the area. We'll keep going straight ahead, next set of traffic lights, and then we'll be going. So we're obviously signalling left to make sure we're leaving. And try not to slow down on the carriageway. Wait till you get onto the slip road like this and then slow down. Now it does turn into a 30 road just round the corner, so do take your time. When you get to the roundabouts, which is just round this bend, we're going to turn right, taking the second exit. Now I have got another video that tells you exactly how to do these roundabouts, so I'm not going to go into too much detail here. Needless to say, you know, turning right, keep to the right. The lane markings aren't marked to the dots, but they are still there. So do be wary of them. I'll post a link to how to deal with these two roundabouts coming up in the comments section, so you can hit that video as well. Again, so now the second roundabout, we're looking back towards the A38. Now it's the 5th exit we're looking for. Again, I'm not going to go into great detail of how I deal with this roundabout. I'll post a link to the other video in the comments, so you can go and have a look at that. That's specific to this, going to give you a bit more detail. So back down onto the A38. Again, use the slip road here to build up your speed. Right indicator on. I always think the right indicator is good when you're looking to merge. Draw a little flashy orange light, definitely draws the attention towards you. So we're not going to do very much on the A38 here, so I'm going to speed it up again. We're going straight down, straight ahead at the traffic lights. I think we have a few green lights here, which is quite handy. But always be aware, you're always aware that the lights might change at some point, so always on the approach to even a green light, be aware of what's around you, and if that requires you to ease off just to make sure. So we're going to take the A38, taking a road on the left. This is onto a road called Alfreton Road. Now, it's at the traffic lights, but it's kind of not. It's kind of like a little slip road to the side of the traffic lights. So again, signalling fairly early and leaving here. Always make sure you look to the right. We should be coming from the right. Always double check nothing is coming, because it is your job here to give way. So this is Alfreton Road. I'm going to head down this road without too much incident. Be aware there's usually parked cars around here, and also be aware on this road that you've been doing maybe 60 miles an hour, 70 miles an hour on the A38. So always be aware that the fact that you might be desensitized. So we're going straight on here, second exit. This is still onto Alfreton Road, and we're heading up towards Sutton in Ashfield. So as you're approaching the junction for Sutton and Ashfield, you're going to try and keep to your left-hand lane. And there's a little urgently there, but it was okay. It went over the line. Could have been out there. So we're going to go towards Sutton and Ashfield. If you look on the sign there, just follow it around to the right. Stick in this left-hand lane though, all the way around to the right. I think that junction's actually called a gyratory. Just if you really were bothered. So as we drive down here, again, not much is going to happen. We're going straight ahead at these traffic lights. And as you're coming down the road, again, just watch here, 2 lanes merging into 1. So be careful, mirror checks, make sure you know what's around. When you get to the next roundabout, we're going to turn left. Be careful not to signal too early because there is a little road. There's a road on the left-hand side just coming up here, that where the car came from. So you want to signal just after that to make sure that the nose is left at the roundabout. Down the hill, again, just checking mirrors for merging. Pedestrian crossing here, which is for quite a busy one because of the thing. Interesting, that car tipping into a no entry, which is handy. And at the roundabout here, we're going to turn right. So it's a mini roundabout. And this road, if you want to know, is called Northern Bridge Road. The next roundabout is straight ahead, mini roundabout. This one sneaks up on people for some reason, but it's definitely there, so make sure you take your time. And the next roundabout, we're going to turn left, and this is down Outram Street. There was a pedestrian crossing immediately before it, so always make sure you're keeping that clear if you're in a bit of queuing traffic and watching out for pedestrians that might cross. We're going to head down Outram Street. Always be aware in Outram Street of cars pulling out from the left or right if you're coming up or up from the opposite direction, and also pedestrians crossing. Pedestrian there, and that red car is pulling out on us as well. There's another pedestrian that starts to cross randomly in a second or two as well. There we go. So just have your wits about down here. Always park cars, always pedestrians trying to get across the road, so always take your time a little bit. So when we get down a little bit further, we're going to take the next road on the left. So the next road on the left is just here. It's quite tight. Nice low gear, get round the corner, and it should be good. So we're going down. This is called Downing Street that you've turned onto from Outram Street onto Downing Street, and at the traffic lights, we're going to get to the dreaded box junction that's in the middle of Sutton and Ashfield. At this box junction, we're going to turn right. We're pleased to know we're starting to make our way towards the test centre, back towards the test centre now. So it's a relief. We're going to turn right. Watching out that we give way to oncoming traffic. Have to give way to both lanes that are coming towards you. So be very careful, just because they're all turning left doesn't mean they're going left. We see a lot of vehicles going straight on from both lanes, even though they shouldn't. So turn right now. And we're now continuing on to, this is Mansfield Road. So we're going to use the right-hand lane. The lane markings are blocked there, but there they are now. Look. So we're using the right-hand lane to go straight ahead. Continuing on to Mansfield Road. As we proceed down the road, we're going to turn right in a second. There's a big car dealership on the corner. We're going to turn right just in front of that. Be aware of the road markings here, don't go into the wrong bit of the road. And then right turn. This is onto a road called Eastfield Side. So we're going to speed this up a little bit. Not much is going to occur here till we get to the very end of the road here. Pedestrian crossing here. be careful of that. And then at the traffic lights, we're going to go straight ahead. And this is going to go towards the test centre. So when you go straight ahead, again, you notice that both lanes can go straight on, so be aware of what's in your right hand mirror here. We're going to take the next road on the right hand side, back towards the test centre. So turn in safely here, keeping your passenger close to that grass as you can, so you end up in the left hand lane here. Brilliant. So that's that video done. Again, I appeal to you, if you could subscribe to our channel, that would be really helpful. Leave us a comment about what you think, and hopefully we'll see you again another time. Take care now. Bye bye.